Hi guys, I know it's been a while. I've been enjoying life. I'm doing it the European way. As you know, I had a post about this. My father was visiting the US. We did a lot of things. Right now, I'm in Greece. We left together, visiting family up north. I'm not in the island. I'm going back later this week. It's been a blast. It was a good time, and it's been a good time having fun with the family. This is why I haven't posted. I just wanted to give you an update of what happened while my dad was in the US, and then at the later video we're going to talk about what happens, still happening here in Greece. Bravo. So my father brought my daughter back from Greece. She was visiting here for almost 2 months. Had a blast. She didn't want to come back to the US. They had a delay on their flight. They lost a connection flight. They spent 1 day in Paris. Unexpectedly, my dad would only have 12 days in the US to begin with, so we were down to 11. Drove the same night. He came at like 5 in the afternoon. Took him home, took a shower, and we start driving towards New York. We had reservations, as I said before. Road trip was very easy, 3.5 hours from the DC metro area. Not too bad. It was Saturday night. It was amazing. My dad was super excited. We went to the hotel, excellent location, next to Grand Central, next to the Chrysler building. But the hotel, unfortunately, is showing its age. Now, me being used to all the beautiful Hyatt hotels, I was expecting something like that, and I have experience with the hotel. I went once on my first visit to New York in 2005 when I turned 21. I went to Grand Central Hyatt. I was super impressed back then, but that's at this point 18 years ago. I went back again in 2010 for a week, and I really enjoyed it, but it already had started showing its age. When I saw online that they were actually renovating the hotel, I said it makes sense. It was older, so I was expecting to see something new. But that wasn't the case. The hotel, yes, it had a nice renovation in the lobby area, but nothing more than that. Unfortunately, on top of that, the breakfast next morning was really terrible. It wasn't offered with the price. I asked how much it is. They told me $50 per person for a buffet that had eggs, sausages, and coffee, basically. Whatever they offer in a Hyatt place for free, they were charging $50 for. So yeah, I said no thank you. And we started walking towards Broadway. We went to Stardust. If you've never been to Stardust, you have to go. It's an amazing place where future Broadway actors, or potentially future Broadway actors, are going to work. Amazing. They sing while they serve. It's an incredible experience. We went to the Times Square. That time, I guess the Ministry of Tourism of Mexico brought a bunch of mariachis and dancers, and they were dancing and singing downtown New York in the Times Square. It was an incredible experience. Then we Ubered to downtown area. We went to the Liberty Island, so the Statue of Liberty. We went to the Ellis Island, where all the immigrants were first landing for the first for about 40 years, late 1800s to early 1900s. We went back, went to the 9/11 Memorial Museum. We went to Wall Street. We went to the 9/11 site. We visited the Greek Orthodox Church, St. Nicholas, that was destroyed with the Twin Towers from all the debris that fell. And it was rebuilt by Santiago Calatrava, the famous Spanish architect. We were lucky enough to get in. It was an incredible experience. By the time we were done with all this, it was almost dark. And then is where we went to the Midtown area, which is where the Empire State is. We went to the Empire State Building to see the view at night. An incredible experience for my dad. I have videos of him really questioning what he sees. He was deeply impressed. And we had a full day, walked about 20,000 steps. and that doesn't include all the Ubers. So yeah, we did a lot, or the boat rides. We did a lot of walking. It was an amazing experience for him. Unfortunately, it was only one day, but we did so many things in one day. Then we drove back to DC. We stayed 2 nights in New York. I showed him all the monuments downtown DC. This is for in multiple days, right? One day we had the sightseeing in DC, just seeing all the monuments, and then the other day we went to the Air and Space Museum in Virginia, which is next to the Dallas airport. Absolutely amazing museum. If you have never been to the Smithsonian's, I highly recommend it. It's free, and to think that you go to much lesser museums and you pay 50, 100, 150 bucks depending on where you go and when you go, it's a blessing to have all these free museums where you live. So yeah, incredible experience. We went to Annapolis, the capital of Maryland, a beautiful town. Had seafood next to the water. We went shopping to the outlet malls in Leesburg, in Virginia. We had a blast, really, and the whole time my dad was like a kid, really. It was like taking a kid to the candy store, and he was just looking around for the first time in his life. He wasn't actually trying to play smart. He was asking questions. He was deeply impressed, to the point where when we came back, I asked him if America was what he was expecting, to which he answered it was exactly what he was expecting. And it was really nice to hear that. On the way back, we came through Germany, through Munich. We landed from Munich to, we went from Munich to Crete, my island. And then at some point I left Crete and I came up north here to Drama, which is close to the borders with Bulgaria. It's that north, to visit family for a week. And then I'm going back to Crete to spend another 10 days. And then I'm coming back to the US. It's been a blessing. I will make a separate video talking about this trip in Greece, because there's a few great things I want to talk, but I want to keep it real. And I want to talk also about all the not so great things I've encountered so far, which I think is important to give you a good, solid and reliable advice for your potential travels in Greece, because I know many of you would love to be here. I can't blame you, but I need to warn you about some things. But that's all for today, you guys. I just wanted to show up and tell you what's going on, what went down all these past few days. I've been great. I've been excellent. Unfortunately, my wife didn't make it. She's pregnant. We are at 7 months almost at this point, so she can't really travel. She's back in the US. Her brother came to visit, stays with her for the time that I'm gone to help her and take care of her. So that's where we are right now. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next one. Ciao.